Hey, what's going on, guys? This review is on the newest James Bond film called Skyfall, directed by Sam Mendes. Now, Sam didn't direct the other two James Bond films, which usually makes me nervous. But according to all the hype on the streets, this one's supposed to be the best. I've got two words to describe the opening scene of this movie. Holy shit. I mean, of course, it's James Bond. You gotta expect something pretty extreme. But this was badass. There's a very James Bond-esque chase scene going on, but that's the thing. It's James Bond-esque. I was on the edge of my freaking seat. The basic plot to this movie is MI6 comes under attack. Go figure. But this attack is different. James Bond is getting old. He's lost some steam, so he's constantly being doubted in this film. It's kind of like an old dog with new tricks. Daniel Craig did not let me down. He absolutely murdered this role. And Sam Mendes did a great job directing. I must say, I'm impressed. Usually when another director takes over, it goes to crap. But Sam held it together. And for that, we thank you. The action in this was great, of course. I would expect nothing less. And the storyline was pretty cool, but I'm not gonna lie, it did tend to drag a little bit from time to time. I do have a few issues with this film, though. One of them is how long it was. I mean, this movie's almost 3 hours. I don't think it needed to be that long. The other, there's just these little things that sometimes will just bug the shit out of me about a movie. Don't worry, this isn't a spoiler, but for example, in this movie, our villain goes through this whole elaborate big scheme to make an assassination attempt. And then when it finally comes to the assassination, it's pretty damn weak. It falls right on his face. I was like, really? You're gonna go through all that? For this? I don't get it. But it's all good. The movie was still a great time. And overall, I was very entertained. So for entertainment value, I'm gonna rate this movie an 8.3. TV Travie approved. Go check it out, especially if you like the James Bond movies. My question for you this week: what's your favorite James Bond film, old or new? Leave me your answer in the comment section under this video. Here's what the Smoking Pictures guys had to say about Skyfall.
So, okay, Skyfall, we gotta check it out. It's gonna be like really anticipated and all this fun stuff.
The best Daniel Craig James Bond film yet. Action, always as realistic as ever. Minimal use of CGI because apparently what minimal use they used was pretty f***ing fake.
And I saw a few things with, like a lot of the stunts were real. It wasn't like the whole, okay, pose, stop, let's do the CG now. No, it was full on real stunts. So that was an attention getter to me. So I'm like, okay, let's go into this Skyfall, check it out.
And it said in the end, 50 years of James Bond will return. Durr, he's been returning for 50 years. Can't stop now, can we? We're making so much money here at United Artists, if that's the company that still makes them.
Movie starts off, action right off the bat. Action, action, action. A little plot twist here, a little plot twist there.
This is by far the best story of any James Bond film I've seen since Goldfinger and GoldenEye. And for the very first time, we delve a little more into James Bond's backstory. What are his origins? Where did he come from? What happened to him when he was a kid?
They make references of you're seasoned, you're old. The story was good, I liked the story, I liked that. It's kind of like you need to get back up to par. They actually poked fun at all the other James Bond films because this new, series is supposed to be more of a realistic, down-to-earth, as opposed to the Pierce Brosnan ones was like, hey, we got this watch, it can explode things and it's got a laser beam in it. Hey, your ring can form into brass knuckles and break windows. Here's an exploding pen. I only have 2 complaints about this movie. If anyone's ever shot a standard handgun pistol, there's only like 15 or so shots in there, And this one, bang, 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 bang. Never had to reload, ever. I'm like thinking, these are handguns, all right? After, a dozen so rounds, clip out, clip in. None of that. That really bothered me. I paid attention to that stuff. And the second complaint was the Komodo dragons. Yes, I know they're endangered species, blah, blah, blah. They're highly dangerous. No one wants to work with them. I've seen Transformers, so I know they can make stuff look real, and these critters just did not look real to me.
So I was the first one to say it. That looks so fake.
I mean, come on, 1993 Jurassic Park. Those dinosaurs looked real. So I expect realism with Komodo dragons. They went all out and everything else, James Bond, with the explosions and the fights.
But all the motorcycle chasing, the train chasing, crashes, explosion stunts, awesome.
Other than that, great movie. I actually really enjoyed it.
Daniel Craig's performance never wavers. We are introduced to three new different characters that are actually trademarks of the James Bond franchise. I don't want to give anything away, but you won't be disappointed. The Skyfall movie is up there with the James Bond films. Out of 5 stars, I give this a 4 out of 5. Great story, decent action, what we come to expect of James Bond. Go see it. For all James Bond fans, you will not be disappointed. Skyfall, 007.
I'm gonna give this movie a solid 8.5. The reason for those other points missing is because the two things I talked about earlier about my problem with that. I would have to say, go see it. Sure, a must see. Why not, right? You want to be the talk of the town on Monday, come around when you go back to school and work? Go see James Bond. Skyfall.
All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.